What's up, everybody out there in the Arsenal universe, man? Shout out to everybody. We got 3 points against West Ham, man, but I feel like we could have played a whole lot better, and the situation could have been a whole lot worse. We literally could have lost maybe 5-3 today. But the first thing I noticed was how we looked on the offensive side of the ball. We looked way better without Mesut Ozil in the field. And if you guys saw my last interview, you know how I feel about Mesut Ozil. He just does not work in the system, and it proved itself this past weekend. We looked a whole lot better with Aaron Ramsey playing in the number 10 role. He, Aubameyang, and eventually when Lacazette came in the game, we were putting the center backs under pressure. We were putting their midfielders under pressure. It was a point in the game where West Ham's left back, the Congolese left back, his name is not popping in my head right now, but it was a point in the game where the guy literally didn't know where to pass the ball to. You can literally see the frustration on his face. And our midfield as a whole played way better. I was really, really impressed with Granit Xhaka. He is the probably most improved player from last week. His game versus his last 2 games is a dramatic progress. He was tracking back, he was making passes, he was getting into the proper passing lanes and cutting them off, as well as turning defense into offense. The only issue I probably had with our defensive midfielders is maybe it's not their issue. It's more or less the issue of the center backs. Socrates and Mustafi, those guys were getting split apart all day. The West Ham strikers, the West Ham wingers were just tearing those guys apart, and that's going to be a situation we have to fix. I honestly wouldn't mind seeing Rob Holding in Mustafi's spot next game against Cardiff City. If I had to honestly give a player a bad grade, it would be Mustafi. I was not impressed with him. I'm not impressed with him. I honestly think that he's a guy who doesn't fit what we need or what we want to do. So he overthinks and he overtries, and it just leaves huge gaps. If you watch the game, we had huge gaps at the back, and we literally could have been shredded 5-3. But luckily we didn't, and I think what saved us was, number one, Peter Cech had an awesome game. The guy, I know for sure, stopped 2 goals directly from going in. And I think what really kept us in the game was the pressing from our forwards. Mkhitaryan, Lacazette, Aubameyang, and from Aaron Ramsey. Hector Bellerin, while he had 2 assists, don't get me wrong, he had 2 assists, he looked good going forward. My main issue with him is tracking back, man. If you don't track back, the wingers get in behind you, and Felipe Anderson, man, that guy was just, from West Ham, was just picking off passing lanes, turning them into chances for West Ham. And that's probably my only issue with Bellerin. But if I had to give a co-man in the match, it would be Nacho Monreal, man. I'll be honest with you. When we first bought Nacho, I was not impressed with the guy. I did not like the guy. But every year, game by game, I'm just like, thank God we have this guy. He's somewhat of a leader. He's somewhat of an organizer. Because on that, there was a chance where there was a passing sequence between Arnautovic and Felipe Anderson, and they had got through our midfielders and got through our back line, and Nacho cleared it off. You can literally see this guy yelling. I'm not sure if he was yelling at either Mustafi or Socrates. I'm leaning a little bit towards Mustafi, because the guys were just literally diving at the ground, getting nutmegged. On that Arnautovic goal, Mustafi and Socrates both got nutmegged. Mustafi got nutmegged with a pass, and Arnautovic put it right between Socrates' legs. So that's going to be an issue we're going to have to fix in the future. Maybe when Koscielny comes back in the second half of the season, he can slide in for Mustafi. But most definitely next summer's transfer window, we need athletic, quick, ball-playing center backs. It's just something we don't have. And like I said, I'll take the 3 points. Even though it was West Ham, I'll take them. Even though I know that our back line, as is now, we're going to get shredded like we did Man City, like we did Chelsea, like possibly against Liverpool. Any team that has quick attacking forwards, they're just going to shred us. And the team that has a capable back line and midfielders that can pass the ball around our press, we're going to get shredded. But like I said, I'm stoked about the win. I'm happy we got 3 points. We're moving forward. First win under Unai Emery. I'm telling you guys, trust Emery's system. Game by game, we're starting to see his identity being imprinted on the team. We're slowly changing. You're starting to see guys that are going to be here for the future, and you're starting to see guys that might not be here. Mustafi, Ozil, I know he was out sick. I heard a rumor he was out sick, but honestly, we looked way better without him, man. I'll be tempted in the next game, maybe the game after that, to sit him. I will honestly come in and tell Ozil, earn your way back through practice. Come in on the training pitch, earn your way back. If you can't do that, or you don't show the desire or the want to do that, and you don't want to play in the system, good riddance. Sell him. Let's get our 45 million euros from him and play the way we want to play, because we play better that way. When Guendouzi and Xhaka were breaking up passes, and I'm talking about splitting center backs and defensive midfielders with passes, there wasn't anybody to receive the ball, hold, ping. And those series of plays where they were just laying the balls off and 1-2s, and you see Lacazette getting quick shots on goal, that's going to be us, man. Pressing, force teams to turn over, get the ball upfield, beautiful passes, amazing goals. That's the way we play. And you can see the beginnings, you see the foundations of it this past Saturday. And like I said, guys, I'm looking forward to Cardiff City, because I hope to see more. I hope to see more attacking football. I hope we exploit teams like we did that again. And I will continue to go with our starting midfield of Xhaka and Guendouzi. I like Terrell. Terrell's getting better. He's getting better game by game. He's getting used to the speed of the game. And the one thing I like about Guendouzi and Terrell, they lose the ball, they're sprinting back. You can see that their attitude is actually having an effect on Granit Xhaka, where if he loses the ball, I saw him sprinting back, covering for right backs, covering for left backs, trying to help out those two horrible center backs. Well, one horrible center back and just two slow center back. I like Socrates. The guy has some fights on him. He's out there trying to organize the troops and get everything together. But honestly, next game, I say keep everything as is, except for let's give Holding a shot at center back. And I wouldn't mind, I take it back, I wouldn't mind seeing Mohamed El Neni and Lucas Torreira midfield, just to see how it works, just to see how it goes. Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Like I say, man, love the squad. I love you guys. Have a good one.